What it is and what it ain't, I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. But first, y'all need to hit that post notification bell button so you always be in the loop every time I drop a new video. Today, we finna talk about the original cocaine cowboys, and I'm talking about the black ones. You know what I mean? They was running that dope up out of Miami, and they got their name put on the map worldwide because after the crack epidemic, a lot of dudes got locked up, caught 30, 40 years, and they started reaching out and started telling their stories. And a lot of these big time drug dealers' names came up in the conversation. You know what I mean? You had Isaac Hicks, Big Ike, you know what I mean? You had the Boss Man, you had John Doe, you had the Booby Boys, you had a whole bunch of drug kingpins back in the 80s, in the 90s. And all them boys done did their little time, and most of them done came back home. But the Miami boys put their show on the road early on in the 80s. They went to little towns like Tallahassee, Quincy, Florida, Lake Worth, Florida, Pompano Beach, Tampa, Orlando. They went everywhere, and they went in all the little hit towns, and they dropped that dope off. The 80s was a good time because it was wide open. Drug trade. You can be getting bricks, or you could have been just selling rocks, but it was money for everybody, you know what I mean? You had to have that kill in you, though. If you really wasn't ready to blow a nigga head off over a dime rock, the dope game wasn't for you, you know what I mean? And I'm just speaking on real shit, because back in the days, in Opalaka, in the Triangle, nigga, that was cocaine city, nigga. You can just go back there and get everything you need, and shit was straight. And then niggas start fucking around in the beans, and I got shot the first time when I was in Poker Bean back in 1997. I got shot 4 times with an AK-47. And you know what I mean? Back then, times was rough. You know what I mean? You could be playing football outside, just got home from school, and some cats had just started a turf war and started shooting up the projects, bro. Killing little kids and stuff like that. The police wouldn't even come through Poker Bean or Opalaka because they had the mayor out there. And y'all niggas from Miami, y'all know who the mayor is. And Lil Haiti always been on the map because they had the Zopound. But when nigga took that show on the road, it was other cities that was getting real busy. You know what I mean? Like Fort Pierce, Vero, Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete. You know what I mean? These niggas was really moving that work and bringing in them numbers because the cities was a little bit bigger. And the Miami boys scratched all the way to Jacksonville, and all the way back down to the Keys. But it really wasn't all Miami boys, because when the Miami boys came to different cities, they seen niggas that had more money than they did, cop more bricks than they can even bring to them. So Florida as a whole was a booming city. The whole state was uh, built off drug money from Tallahassee on down. You know what I mean? Everybody, families became victim to drugs, people losing their houses, bitches getting shot up. You ever seen the house like Swiss cheese, niggas having turf wars? All that went on in the 80s, man. But them boys there on that picture took the game to the highest peak pretty much, you know what I mean? They was able to uh, find a way to become millionaires and stack that cheese up. Because a lot of niggas got put away, and most of these niggas did get put away, but they was millionaires by the time they did get put away, because it was sweet back then. You can go drop a whole 100 bricks off, and everything will be moved in a month. That's how it was swinging, man. You got little places like Fort Miles. You got motherfuckers like off of Mims, Eatonville. Back then it was sweet, man. Nigga go out there and, put down. Nigga find out by the time never know by Ocala, Lantana, Gainesville. It's trappers. And niggas are putting them box Chevys in the game with the trues and voles and the get down quaking. Everybody had $30,000 worth of jewelry on. Big chunks, big charms. Because back then you go to the flea market and, get all your stuff from the Caramart. You know what I mean? It was sweet, 187. Go get your gold teeth and shit, permanent gold teeth. People come from out of town trying to cop, get robbed, get sent back home broke. Shit was real. Nigga come to Coco's, nigga, and throw about 3 racks. Nigga rob you in the pool game and shit, stealing cars and shit. Niggas riding D's, you know what I mean? Chunky lows. What you know about the lumps on the top of the car, the vert, because you gotta have a vert, you know what I mean? Or a Benz, convertible Burt. He did that. He was out there on 15th, putting it down, you know what I mean? And them niggas in Jacksonville, they get it in, you know what I mean? The Moncrief niggas, they don't fuck off. And, that dope was just running in and out. And, them boys kept it coming because the Cubans and the Haitians and the Jamaicans all played a big part. And then niggas start knocking Cubans and Colombians and Jamaicans off. Nigga knew you was a dread, you had that work, nigga had to kill you. And the police put 85% in the game because it was 65%. But everybody started killing up everybody, killing tourists and shit. Motherfuckers getting robbed. They had to go in and shut it down. But yeah, them was some of the true Florida legends when it come down to dope shit. Peace, I'm out.